Hi, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this video is finding you. Welcome to Barely Grace. My name is Grace, and I started this YouTube channel along with a Facebook group of the same name to promote self-care. I do focus my videos primarily on skincare, hair care, and makeup, but I may from time to time talk about other things as well and how they relate back to self-care. So if that sounds like something that would interest you, I encourage you to like and subscribe. You can also visit us on Facebook. Come visit us in our group because we do have a lot of fun there, and I think you'd enjoy it. So yeah, welcome. Hello. I just put a little bit more water in my water bottle, so that's good. But I also grabbed a Red Bull from outside. This is the yellow edition. What is it? Tropical. This is, I can't believe I had to look at it. Tropical is like probably my favorite. I have a couple that I really like. I pretty much like any flavor except original. But yeah, open that. I'm gonna put this in. Oh my goodness. So funny thing about that, there's this movie and I can't remember the name of it. My husband and I watched it together. I think it had something to do with like a photo booth or something. But anyway, what would happen is when they would go and take a picture in the photo booth, like it would travel time. And so this guy comes out of the photo booth. I'm probably like mucking this up terribly. And he goes to like he wakes up the next morning and he goes to the corner store and he asks for a Red Bull. And they ask him what flavor, and it like blows his mind because he's in the future. Anyway, I probably did a terrible job at describing that scene from the movie. But anytime I drink a Red Bull, it makes me laugh. And that was a really cute movie. I just can't remember the name of it. I'll have to find it and then comment on this video. But yeah, drinking that Red Bull. I thought that I would do a look with this palette that I got in my February monthly gift exchange that I do. Here's the palette. So yeah, looks like a lot of really pretty mattes in here, and then some shimmers and maybe some pressed colors. I'm really sorry about that. Like, my husband came in, I didn't realize it was time for him to be like coming, and he scared me. Anyway, I'm gonna be using this palette. This is let's see what it's called. You Can Be. I think the name of the company is You Can Be. And this is the Aromas palette. This is high pigmentation, easy to blend, 18 color palette, and 4 ready to layer textures. There's 11 buttery mattes, 4 pure glitter, 3 pressed pearls. Okay. 4 pure glitter and 3 pressed pearls. Okay, so they're saying this is pure glitter, and then like these are pressed pearls, these 3 right here, and then the 4 that are kind of modeled are the pure glitter, I think is what it said. So yeah, so we'll try a couple of different things. But yeah, that's the palette that I'm going to use today. And then I also grabbed a couple of things. Let me set my phone out of the way. But I did grab makeup wipes. I do have a makeup wipe, so let me get one of those ready. I have that. And then we'll just go ahead and get started. So, excuse me. The primer I'm going to use today is the Pumpkin and Silk from Seraphine Botanicals. This is the Luminous Pre-Makeup Base. Seraphine Botanicals is a pretty cool company. I have a couple of their products. I have now 2 of their primers. My favorite primer is Seraphine Botanicals. It's called like Camilla or something like that. And then this one is the Pumpkin and Silk one. So yeah, I love them. I also have a lip balm I think it's a balm. It's like in a little pot. It's nice. I like it a lot. I use it a lot. And then I thought I had something else, but I don't know what it was. Okay, so I'm just gonna rub in that primer, and this primer is luminous, like I said, and that's what I look for in a primer. And this one smells, oh, it smells wonderful. It smells like pumpkin. So, but like not pumpkin spice. So not like a pumpkin pie or something like that, but like you're walking through a field of pumpkin. Or you put pumpkin in a smoothie or something like that. Okay, so the primer is down. And now I'm going to go in with my eye primer. And I think, did I not bring an eye primer? I don't think I did, but that's okay if I don't have an eye primer, because I did bring a concealer. So I talk about that all the time. I talk about how you can use concealer as an eye primer. So since I don't have an eye primer, I will do that. But this is a very full coverage concealer, so I don't want to use much. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. So I don't want to use a lot of it, but that is what I'm going to use. And I'm looking for my concealer brush that I use for eye primer, or to pat down concealer. So I'm just going to pat this on, and then I'll blend it out with a different brush. This concealer is so full coverage. It's like insane. This e.l.f. Camo Concealer and my Jeffree Star concealers are probably the fullest coverage concealers that I have. Okay, so I've got that laid down, so now I'm going to go in with this brush, and I don't know why it always looks like the hairs are just, I don't know why, like 3 hairs are longer than all the rest of the hairs. Anyway, so we're just going to go in now and blend that concealer out. And then drag it along the bottom. So tomorrow I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed. I'm getting my wisdom teeth cut out. And so I'm going to try to make sure that I have several videos pre-planned. By the time this video shows, I will have already had my wisdom teeth out. But if after this video, I don't know how many more I'm going to be able to film. So, and I don't know how long after my actually getting them removed. I don't know how long it'll be before I'll be able to sit and film. So I hope that I'm able to do it rather quickly. I did take quite a bit of time off of work just to be sure that I didn't have any problems. And next week is also spring break, so I have several things planned that I want to get done, you know, depending on how I feel and how much time, you know, I have and things like that. So, but yeah, so now I've got my I got my face primer on, got my eye primer on, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to put on just a very small amount of concealer before I go in with my powder foundation. I'm going to use a green color correcting concealer. This is my Jeffree Star. I'm going to use a very small amount because a little bit goes a long way. It is very full coverage. So I'm only going to use a small amount and then just blend that out. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Camo in a couple other areas. So I'll work on this green one first, just to kind of show you what it can do when you're talking about a color correcting concealer. You want to make sure that it's blended really well so that you don't have like a green look. You also want to make sure you don't use too much product, because if you use too much product, no matter what you do, you're going to look green. So you just want a small amount, just that you can kind of blend in and carry it around. So if you see, I didn't like draw any crazy design on, I didn't like put a whole, like I didn't drag the whole, you know, the doe foot across my face. I put one singular dot in the center of where I wanted the coverage, and then I'm just blending that out until it provides the coverage that I need. And then if I need to go in, like if I need more, then I can go in afterward. You can add more coverage, but once you've got it on there, the only thing you can do is just take it off and start over. So you want to definitely build up. And that concealer is a very buildable concealer. Okay. Alright, so I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. And just kind of brighten up a couple of areas here. And again, the e.l.f. one is super high coverage, so I'm actually going to put it on my hand and then go in that way. So I just kind of rubbed it on my hand, and now I'm going to go in. And it's okay that I use the same one for the green, and I'm going to go in and use it for this. That's perfectly fine to do that. So I just want to, like I said, just kind of blend out some coverage in a couple areas just to kind of help brighten. Again, this is what I use for my eye base, so it's going to be the same color and like finish as my eye base. I'm going to put a little bit here. I don't really have any plans for the weekend because I'm going to be recovering from getting my wisdom teeth taken out. I don't really have any plans. Somebody else is going to have to like clean the house, and because I normally clean the house on Saturdays. I mean, the kids help, like, you know, they each have their own things that they have to do. But even while they're doing like their own things, I usually am doing things as well. So someone's going to have to do that. Because I have a feeling that most of Friday and Saturday I will be out of commission. So as you can see, like, my face, while I was already very, very light and pale, this concealer is very, very light, but it is a brightening concealer. And so when I go on top of it with the powder, you're still, you know, it's not going to be the wrong color. It's going to be the right color, and then it's just going to brighten in some of those areas. And then, of course, we'll still go in with, like, bronzer and blush and things like that. So I'm good on the concealer there. So we'll go ahead and start building up. Actually, this is not my powder foundation. This is a pressed powder that I have. So I've got to go and grab my powder foundation. I just grabbed the wrong thing by mistake. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have my CoverGirl Clean Powder Foundation for normal skin. I've been using this since I got it, and I do really like it. It's a very nice powder foundation. So I'm just going to start building that up now. I'm going to build it up in the areas that I put concealer. That way it can set the concealer and do the color that I need. The good thing about both of the concealers that I use is that they don't have a tendency to like crack and crease. Crease is the word I was looking for. Both the Jeffree Star concealer and the e.l.f. concealer are really good about that. Um, so I'm hoping that another video that I'll be able to do, since I'll have on like a full face of makeup, and since it's kind of like those pinky colors that are kind of a pain to get off, or sometimes they can stain, I'm going to use my Jeffree Star Skin and hopefully take off my makeup and do like my full skincare routine on camera, is what I'm hoping to be able to do once I get everything kind of done. I'm hoping I'll have time tonight to film that video. I don't think the kids really have much going on. I have something in the crock pot for dinner. My oldest has work, I believe. But I don't think my middle or my youngest have anything tonight, so we should be good on that. Okay, so as you can see, of course I still have like brightness peeking through. That's exactly what we want, because I'm going to be putting other things in like contouring and highlighting and blush and stuff like that in other areas. So yeah, I like how this is coming along. This is the first time that I've really like used concealer for real underneath this powder foundation. I have used like a contour stick under it for like contour and highlight and things like that, and I liked how it performed on top of that, so I'm hopeful on how it's going to perform on top of the concealer. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my bronzer. This is a bronzer and blush duo from Pacifica. I do talk about this quite a bit. Of course, I talk about Pacifica all the time. I love Pacifica products. But this is a makeup product, and it's actually probably my favorite bronzer, and it's actually a really pretty blush too. I do use the blush quite a bit. So that's what I'm going to use to bronze. And I bronze like I would do contour. So I'm going to use the same areas where I would like draw on with a contour stick or something. I'm going to go in those same areas with my bronzer. This is a Lisa Frank. No, it's called Glamour Dolls. This is the Glamour Dolls XOXO Lisa Frank brush. I've shown it before, but it always deserves a shout out because it's a cool brush. If I'm not mistaken, the bristles, I don't remember what color the bristles are. I can't remember if they're like a pinky color or what. But yeah. I also plan on quitting smoking since, I mean, I'm getting, you know, teeth pulled. You can't smoke or drink out of a straw or anything like that after you get teeth pulled. I've had teeth pulled before and not smoked, you know, during that process. I've had one tooth pulled before, and then I've had like oral surgery and stuff like that. So maybe I can stop. Maybe I can stop smoking. If I put my mind to it, I can do it. I've quit before, but I started back. Anyway, I'm looking for something that I can contour my nose with, and I don't see the book. Oh, there it is. It was hiding from me. My only gripe about dual-ended brushes is like if I put it in like this, and this is the one I'm looking for, I'm not going to find it. Or if I put it in like this, and this is the one that I'm looking for, I'm not going to find it. I have to think to myself, oh yeah, I have one that has a dual head. So yeah. I'm really excited to see how this palette performs. So but yeah, like after my surgery, I'm not going to be able to which I've been having problems with like chewing things anyway, because I've been having problems with my with my jaw. I'm still having those problems. I'm hoping that getting my wisdom teeth taken out will correct some of those problems and not come up with like other problems. Because problems we don't need. We don't need any problems. So this is, like I said, a very beautiful blush. It does have like a coral kind of, uh, it's like a coral blush. A beautiful wash of color for coral. And I like to take my blush and blend it up into here, like in my temple areas, where I also take the bronzer. But I like to take my blush all the way up into that area too. And then, of course, I like to put a little bit of blush here and on my nose. Okay. Alright, great. So now, I did bring a highlight in here. I'm going to use the new Pacifica highlight that I have. It's called Ice Baby. It's a mineral highlighter. I adore this. I love it. I'm so glad that I got this. It doesn't look like much in the pan, but it is. It's very beautiful. And like I said, I have a couple of Pacifica things. Makeup wise, this highlighter and that blush and bronzer duo are my favorite like makeup products that I have from Pacifica. Most of what I have from Pacifica are skincare and hair care. Okay, that's beautiful. Love that. Yeah, I do adore that new blush. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my eyebrows. I'm probably going to have to grab my mirror. I don't have my contacts in today, but I didn't want to wear glasses while I was so I'm probably going to have to grab my mirror so I can have something even closer to look at. Okay. So again, for eyebrows, I just like for my eyebrows to look very natural. I just kind of flick my little brush and kind of carve out the shape that I want, and then I fill it in. So I like a very feathery kind of look. Way too much plucking in the 90s, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I kind of like my eyebrow to kind of look like that. I have a lot of eyebrow stories, enough that you'll probably get sick of hearing them, so I won't tell it this time. But you can go back to some of my previous videos, and I do have a very funny eyebrow story. Alright, so now I'm going to just brush through those real quickly, and then we can get started on our eyes. I'm going to take just a quick break, and then we'll get started. Okay, alright, so we'll go ahead and dip in here to the palette. Lots of really pretty colors in here. I'm definitely going to put this down first as a base. It is called Bare. B-A-R-E, Bare. So yeah, go ahead and put that down. I do like that. Again, generally what I will do when I approach a makeup look, like an eye look, I will try to find something that I can put down as a base, because even though I put on a primer and put powder over the primer, I still want to make sure that I have a really nice base for my eye look to sit on. And then too, if you use that palette and you put a color down first, then you're going to know how the makeup interacts with each other, because the next thing that you go to lay down, you're going to see if they blend well and things like that. So it also helps later on when you do need to blend, because you can go back through and blend with that first color. Alright, very beautiful. Oh, I should have grabbed my color switcher and I didn't. That's okay. I think most of these should be okay. And if not, I do have a little makeup wipe here that I can kind of dab them on. I love this brush. This is one of my favorite. Oh, this one is a Glamour Dolls too. So this one is Glamour Dolls. And then so is this one. And like I said, this is one of my favorite brushes. So I'm going to go in. I think I'm gonna do this one and then like build up and then use one of these really pretty. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. This one is called Secret. Oh, or do I like Misty? Like a warm tone and a cool tone. I'm gonna go with Misty. And Misty has a crack in her. So we're sorry about that, Misty. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this in my outer V and then build it through my crease. But I want to start out with it in my V here before I drag it through. That color is beautiful. It's performing nicely. I do love that. Because no matter how great your base is and no matter how great the brush is, if the makeup formula is no good, then it's not gonna perform how you want it. So yeah, I do love that color. Okay, so we're gonna move right along and match the other side. We're supposed to get some like winter weather again. Like we've had some nice warm days. Like I think one day it got up to like 78 or 79. And then like Friday night into Saturday, or maybe like Saturday evening or something, we're supposed to get some winter weather. I love snow. I love winter weather. I definitely don't mind it. I'm going to be down because of my surgery tomorrow anyway. But yeah, it would be nice to have some snow to look at, to take pictures of. That's what I like. The kids are a little bit older now, so they don't necessarily want to play in it like they did when they were babies. My youngest, she loves snow, so she likes to play in it. So my older two, they're just kind of like, man, whatever. Alright, so that was Misty, and that's beautiful. I love that. So I definitely want to deepen, the outer corner. And I think I'm going to go in with this one right here called Tease. I'm going to go in with that one. So who doesn't love a good tease? And I'm going to go in with the same brush. You'll see that I do that a lot for makeup looks. As long as I go from lightest to darkest, I can do that. And this particular brush is a blending brush, and it makes beautiful work out of blending an outer corner. So far I do like this makeup palette. We'll see when we get to the shimmers and glitters. That can make or break a palette. But so far so good on these mattes. It said they were buttery mattes. Well, they're definitely buttery. I do like that. There goes the train again. The train was coming through earlier when my husband scared me, and like I thought it was the train, and then the door came open and he scared the crap out of me. It was funny. Okay, yeah, love that. Okay, I'm gonna go down and do the lower lash line, and I think I'm gonna use a little bit of this sandalwood and then this Love Bites. So I think I'm going to do the sandalwood first and then do Love Bites. Just to kind of get some definition in that lower lash line. That sandalwood's a really pretty color. I don't really see anything. Well, I guess we can try these different glitters and shimmers. So I was going to say, I don't really see anything that we could do as an inner corner. But maybe. I usually like to use a light color for my inner corner so that it so that it brightens the eye and kind of opens it up, but we'll see. We will see. I'm excited to swatch those and see what they look like. I haven't even touched them yet because I wanted to completely do a review on film. Oops, I'm sorry. I tapped into the wrong one. I almost touched it to tease when I was supposed to be doing sandalwood down here. Okay, and now I'm going to go into Love Bite, just on the outer V. And then take it onto the top lash line too. So kind of concentrate it in that corner right there. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I can't wait to, let me start on the bottom. I can't wait to swatch some of these and see what they look like. I'm sorry, I know this video is going long, but when I do my makeup, I like to talk, and it just makes it go longer. That's okay. Yeah, that's beautiful. Love that. Absolutely love it. I'm going to very quickly just run back through just to make sure. And this is the very first color that I put down, like the bear up here. I didn't add anything else to it. I just ran it through again. Alright, so now I don't know what I want to do with those glitters and shimmers. I want to touch them to see what they're like. This one's called Crush. See how streaky that is? And like, yeah, that's definitely a pressed, what did they, I thought they called that one a shimmer. Let's see what they called, because there's 3 of those. Pressed pearls. I don't know about the pressed pearls, girls. It feels like a cheap glitter. That one's maybe a little bit better, but like, it feels terrible on the skin. And then see how it's just real streaky? No, we don't like her. Okay, so I don't like those. There's one more that I'll try. And, oh yeah, see, that one's beautiful. I love that. The color is okay, and the formula itself felt good. So that one felt nice. I wonder why those other 2 don't. Alright, so I'm going to try this one now, this Exquisite. Okay, that's pretty. These are more shimmery than they are anything. The ones that are supposed to be pure glitter. So there's 4 pure glitters. Like, the colors, I think, are what's confusing me. Because it says 4 pure glitters, so you would think that it would be the more marbled ones. And then it says 3 pressed pearls. So I assumed that 1, 2, 3 would be pressed pearls. But I don't think that's the case. That's beautiful. I absolutely love those. And they're like, they like have different reflex, like they pick up different colors. Dream World is this one. Let's see what that's like. Yeah, see, that's really pretty. They look similar, like the colors look similar. And then this one's called Eager. Yeah, I like that. So I like those formulas, okay. So it's like these 4, and then this one right here, Kinky, are nice. They feel nice to swatch. Those 2 don't. No, I don't like those. Okay, so I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this Dream World right here. On the, like, the far inner corner, and then maybe I can fit another one on the lid. We'll see. I'm itching right here. I don't want to scratch. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Dream World. Now, my hand, when I would swatch it, was a little bit wet because of the makeup wipe. So that might be, I might need to wet it to get it to pay off. But I can definitely do that. Let me grab some spray. Okay, alright, so I've got my brush a little bit damp. I just sprayed some like makeup, uh, like a setting spray or like a facial mist. I just sprayed a little bit of, and I probably should have brought it in here, but I didn't even think to do that. I just took my brush in there. So like you can tell, like, do you see how it's, that happens with like pressed glitters, depending on the formula. Like when you start digging around in it, it really like, I mean, it's still the same color, but like it's not as pretty and like a marbly looking color as it was when it wasn't touched. So just forewarning, that's completely normal. That's cute. I do like that. And I think I'm going to go in like here with this kinky, which was the one that I did kind of like out of this whole situation. But I liked that kinky. So I'm going to pick that up. And I'm going to go in the outer portion of the lid to meet that outer corner that I've got going on. And again, that one's called Kinky. Let me set that down and grab a mirror. Yeah, I do like that one. It is a little bit like scratchier on the eyelid than it was when I tested it on my hand. But that's okay. That's not necessarily a deal breaker unless it's just super uncomfortable to wear. But for now, and I'm going to drag that kinky just in that outer is kind of where I'm going with it. Because I want to build up and have that darker outer corner. And then since I don't really have anything that's light enough, I feel is light enough to do the inner corner, I'll do that with my highlighter. So yeah, love that. I'm going to just very lightly blend on each side that darker outer. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I do like that. And then I'm going to do the inner corner. Let me grab my mirror. I'm going to do the inner corner with my Pacifica mineral highlighter. I do have an inner corner brush. This is the brush I use for my inner corner. And so I'm just going to blend that. Yeah, that makes a really pretty inner corner, the highlighter. I think I used that one other time as an inner corner, so I do like that. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't bring a mascara. So I'm going to hop off camera. I'm going to do a mascara and then probably go ahead and do my lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm back after only minor technical difficulties, but that's okay. Here's my finished look. I used, where's my mascara? I used my Essence Lash Princess mascara. This is the False Lash Effect mascara. I love this mascara. I don't like false eyelashes. I'm not a fan. So I use this, and I do love that. And then I used on my lips, I used this new Sugar Lip Pencil that I just got in an Ipsy. So I used this. And then after I was done, I brought a Jeffree gloss in here to put on top of it. But I decided to go with this color Dream World on top instead. So this is the Sugar Pencil, and this color is called Matte as Hell. Oh no, Miss Rosa. So Matte as Hell Crayon Lipstick is the name of the product, and Miss Rosa is the color. And then I also put this one here, Dream World. Also put Dream World on top of it. So yeah, super cute look. I enjoyed this palette. For the most part, it was really well. The mattes were beautiful. I don't like these two colors. These were the two colors that I tried, or the two formulas that I tried that I didn't like, which is odd because this one, Kinky, is the same formula, but feels completely different. Both of these just feel like if you rubbed craft glitter on your skin, and that's not fun. I don't want either of those to touch my skin. They look pretty in the pan, but I won't be using those two. But yeah, I'm excited to maybe try some different colors. I mean, I used kind of a wide range. I used this Bear right here. And then I used Misty down here in the bottom. I used Tease up here. I used Sandalwood and Love Bite. I used those two on the bottom. I used Kinky. And I used Dream World. So yeah, very happy with those and how they perform. Some of these would also probably do pretty good as blushes. Like this Teddy Misty that I used. This one here. Some of these would make some really pretty blushes. So yeah, but I enjoyed it. And I have a makeup look on. So later I'll be able to take it off and hopefully do another video using my Jeffree Star skincare like on camera. I did the unboxing, I did a review, and I want to actually use it on camera. So I hope you enjoyed this video, the review of this particular makeup palette, this look, so many different palettes that you could recreate a look kind of similar to this. So yeah, just play around with it. And I hope you do something today. Don't cut bangs. Unless you're prepared to deal with them. But I hope you do something today that gives back to you because you're important and you deserve it.